Page 26. We're going to go over your answers. It says, William's father wants to take 3 friends fishing. His boat cannot carry more than 800 pounds. The table shows the name and weight of each of the friends that he could possibly invite on the fishing trip. Get your math book out.
I'm waiting for Miss Coles.
Get your math book out. You still have 20 minutes. Put your reading book away. Yeah. Put your reading book away. Okay, so we have Isaiah, 195 pounds, Steve, 215 pounds, Brad, 190 pounds, Eric, 207 pounds, Justin, 239 pounds, and Juan, 154 pounds. It says, William's father weighs 205 pounds. Which combination of friends could he invite on his fishing trip? It says, Williams, let's go back. We read it one time. Now we're going to go back and do what? Act like math, what? Threw all up on it. All right, William's father wants to take 3 friends fishing. The boat cannot carry more than 800 pounds. The table shows the name and weight of each friend he could possibly invite on the fishing trip.
Finish with this. What number are we stopping at? Are we stopping on this page?
We're checking over it. Should already be done. William's father weighs 205 pounds. Which combination of friends could he invite on the fishing trip? So it is William's father is one person, and then 3 of his friends. So there's going to be a total of 4 people on there, but they cannot go over what? 800 pounds. We know William's father is 205 pounds, so we have to figure out what?
How many friends he can take on his boat?
All right, what combination of friends he could take on his boat given the information that we have been provided. So we need to go to each choice and figure out how much weight each choice would be. All right, so we have Isaiah. Isaiah weighs how much? 195. 195. Steve weighs how much?
215.
215. Brad weighs how much?
190.
190. But who else do we have to take into account?
205.
We got to add the 205 as well.
25.
All right, so let's add that one first, and let's see. Let's see if it's going to be more or less than 800 pounds. So we have 195 plus 215 plus 190 plus 205 equals 805. Is that more than 800 pounds? Yes, so it cannot be A. All right, now let's go and fill in our information. We've got Brad, 190. Steve is what? 215. Juan is 154. And then we have William's father, which is 205. So we gotta go 190 plus 215 plus 154 plus 205 is 764. So let's write that to the side and let's check the other answers. Okay? We have Steve. Steve is what? Look at my chart. Steve weighs how much? 215.
215.
Eric weighs how much? 207. Justin weighs how much? 239. And then William's father is 205. This one was 805. Let's just write that down. All right, so now let's add 215 plus 207 plus 239 plus 205 gives you 866 pounds. That boat will sink. So it cannot be C. And now let's check the last one. We have Juan, who is 154. We have Justin, who is 239. And we have Steve, who is 215. And we have William's father, who is 205.
Just imagine this is exactly 800 pounds.
Oh, man. 154 plus 239 plus 215 plus 205 equals 813. So which one is the only answer of the combination of people that could go on the boat? B. B. Which is Brad, Steve, Juan, and William's father. William Sr.
That's not fair. William's father used to go on every single one of them.
Well, it is his boat. It is his boat. His boat, his rule. All right, number 2.
Why doesn't he get more of them?
Number 2. I'm going to throw that off. Number 2. Abel, Fred, and Tiger collect pennies. Abel has 47 pennies in its collection. Fred has twice as many pennies as Abel. Tiger has 15 times as many pennies as Fred. How many pennies does Tiger have in his collection? All right, now let's go back. We have Abel, Fred, and Tiger collect pennies. That's extra information. We don't really need that, but here we go. Abel has 47 pennies in his collection. So A has 47 pennies. It says Fred has twice as many pennies as Abel. So Fred has how many times as many as Abel? 2 times as many as Abel. We'll say A for Abel. All right, and then it says Tiger has 15 times as many pennies as Fred. So Tiger has 15 times as many as who? Fred. It says, how many pennies does Tiger have in his collection? Well, do we know how many he has? No, we've got to use the information we got so far to help us figure out what the answer would be. So we know Abel has 47 pennies. Fred has 2 times as many as Abel. So Fred has 2 times as many as Abel. We said Abel has how many? 47. So we have to do 47 times 2. 47 times 2, which equals 94. So Fred has 94 pennies. It says Tiger has 15 times as many as Fred. Tiger has 15 times as many as Fred. How many does Fred have? 94. So then we would do 94 times 15, which would give me 1,410 pennies. So Tiger has 1,410 pennies. The answer is D. Number 3. Mario collects sports cards and displays them in 16 collector albums. Each album has 45 pages with 9 cards per page. How many sports cards does Mario have in his collection? Let's read it again. Mario collects sports cards and displays them in 16 collector albums. Each, so one, has 45 pages with 9 cards per 1 page. That per means per 1 page. It says, how many sports cards does Mario have in his collection? Cards. Cards. Not a Z, a S, but. Alright, so he has 16 collector albums. Each has 45 pages with 9 cards in it. So how many cards are in just one album? How do we figure that out? How do we figure out how many he has in just one, how many cards are in one album? We know there's 45 pages and there's 9 cards on one page. How do we figure out the total number of cards he has in one album? You multiply 45 times 9. 9 times 5 is 45. We group my 4. 9 times 4 is 36 plus 4 is 40. So, see how they have that answer down there, but have we actually answered the question? It says, how many does he have in his collection? In all 16 albums. So we have to take 405 and either add it 16 times or do 405 times 16 should give me my answer. 6,480, because this is only one book. And he has 16 of them. So you have to take 405 times 16, which would give you 6,480. Jessica and 3 of her friends baked 5 dozen muffins. They ate a total of 8 muffins and put the remaining muffins in the freezer. How many muffins do they have in the freezer? It says Jessica and 3 friends baked 5 dozen muffins. They ate 8 total muffins and put the remaining of them in the freezer. How many muffins do they put in the freezer? So Jessica and 3 friends. So how many total people are actually baking? Say it again, Malaya. Did you say that? How many people are actually baking? Jessica, who's 1 person, and 3 of her friends. So there's a total of how many? 4 people baking. We'll look at that later when they'll try to bake 5 dozen muffins. They ate a total of 8 muffins and put the remaining muffins in the freezer. They ate a total of 8 muffins. All right, they made 5 dozen. So, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Well, we got to figure out how many what? Huh? What do I need to figure out? Kalani, turn around. Okay. What do I need to figure out? You should already have this answered, so you should be able to tell me what I need to figure out. The first thing I needed to figure out is how many is in 1 dozen, but how many they made all together. So they made 5 dozens. 1 dozen equals 12 muffins. So 5 dozens equals how many muffins? So 5 dozen equals blank muffins. Well, cross multiply. 12 times 5 is what?
I'm not getting a haircut. I'm gonna let it grow long.
60.
We're not talking about that right now, buddy.
60.
Equals 60 muffins. And they ate how many of them? 8. So we have to do what? 60 minus 8, which should give us 52 muffins that went in the freezer. What? Because you can save them for later. They won't go bad if they're frozen. If they're out, they'll go bad. Number 5. Nigel did chores for his neighbor for 2 hours each day. He was paid $4 each hour. Nigel received $200 when the work was completed. Which of the following shows a way to find how many days Nigel worked? Let's read it again. Nigel did chores for his neighbors for 2 hours each day, each meaning 1 day. He was paid $4 for each 1 hour. Nigel received $200 when the work was completed. Which of the following shows a way to find how many days Nigel worked? Subtract the product of 4 and 2 from 200. Divide 200 by the product of 4 and 2. Divide 4 by 2 and multiply by 200. Find the quotient of 200 and 2 and multiply by 4.
I said I'm stuck.
I'm about done. No. Subtract the product of 4 and 2 from 200. That's when the major key comes in handy.
Miss Piper,
What, baby?
can I go for this trash can?
Sure. Sorry, guys. Let me get my answer key out. Getting closer. What? We're still on that question. I'm trying to find. Let's see, page 26. This is number 5. Okay.
Is Miss Coates even here?
Yeah. All right. So the answer is B. Divide 200 by the product of 4 and 2. So if it's 2 hours per day and he got $4 for each hour, you do 4 times 2, which would give you $8 per 1 day.
Can I do the computer test for this book now?
Not right now, nope, we're on math. And then you do 200 divided by 8, which would give you 25 hours, which we didn't really need, but you figure it out by doing the product of 4 and 2, so that would be 4 times 2, which would give me 8, and then you would do 200 divided by 8, which would give you 25. Yes, ma'am. Can we play Kahoot? No, not yet. I don't think we're gonna be able to play Kahoot today. Sorry. I'm sorry. You'll be all right. All right, number 6. Ooh, that one tried to stump me. Michaela saves $48 and her mom saves $161 for the family to spend on souvenirs while on vacation. That's an expensive souvenirs. They divide the money equally among the 6 family members. How much money is left after each family member receives the largest possible share? So Michaela saves $48. Her mom saves $161. They divide it up among their 6 family members. How much money is left after everybody received the largest possible share? So you have to take 161 plus 48. That's $209. Divide that by 6. Each person is going to get, well, let's do it divided by, what did I say? 161 plus 48. Jaden, stop doing that. $209. Let's do, because they have to get an even amount, okay? So everybody has to get an even amount. Let's do, what was it? 161 plus 48 equals 209 divided by 5. Oh no, we gotta do it divided by 6. Divided by 6. That's $34 each person is receiving, but we want to know what's left over. So we need to do 34 times 6 to figure out that's $204, but let's do it on here. 161 plus 48. That'd be 9, 10, $209. And then if they divided it by 6 people, they would each get $34, but it says how much will be left over after each family member got the largest sum. So you have to do minus 204, because 34 times 6 equals 204. And you have to see what's left over. 9 minus 4 is 5. So it is $5 left over. Wow. All right, I would like for you to do the concept check. This is just for a grade. This is not a test. This is just for a classroom check. So you're doing the concept check on page 29 and 30, please. 29 and 30, please.